There were people in his network, friends and family, who had stated that he had become more political, that he had become, at some parts, I believe some of his coworkers had stated that he had kind of detached himself when the topic of politics came up and walked away from them. Family members said he'd become more political, leading us to believe that this ideology had infected him and had taken over. If this was a larger effort, there was any aiding and abetting, whether it be financial, whether it be someone who knew the specifics of it and failed to report that. As you heard the director say this morning, we as an FBI, our team, along with our state and local partners, are looking into that. We have a lot of technical capabilities, a lot of good investigative capabilities, where we can scrub that entire network. When you're watching the video right there, it appears from the video here that the gun is either in the backpack or on him. When he jumps down, this is where, by the way, this part of the video, this is where we got a significant portion of the forensic evidence in the case, which we had to expedite. Family members said he'd become more political, leading us to believe that this ideology had infected him and had taken over. And he was just intent, it appears, from the data we've accumulated and the channel and that note, which we have some evidence may have existed before based on the communications in that channel, that his target was obviously going to be Charlie and that people knew in advance.
Investigating the potential role of left-wing organizations in the assassination. I'm wondering if you think if Charlie Kirk's assassin worked alone or if he worked with it.
I don't know. I mean, I can tell you he didn't work alone on the internet because it seems that he became radicalized on the internet. That's just by watching same things that you're watching and hearing. It looks like he became radicalized over the internet. And it seems like he has wonderful parents, brought in a wonderful neighborhood, smart guy, great boards, great marks, great student. And then something happened to him over a fairly short period of time. It looks like he was radicalized over the internet, and it's radicalized on the left. He's a left. I have a lot of problems with the left, and they get protected, and they shouldn't be protected. But as you understand, I think very well from the tone of your question. Thank you very much.
Broken, soulless ghouls of the left have really disgraced themselves in recent days after the murder of a great American, Charlie Kirk. No matter how low our opinion, our expectations of these miserable miscreants of the left, they still manage to surprise us with the depth of their depravity.
The sympathy for Charlie Kirk is fucking weird.
You want to know why I'm so stoked? Go ahead and Google Charlie Kirk.
They got him in the net! Rest in peace, bozo!
I do not feel bad for him in the slightest.
Put down like a dog in Utah, and I could not be happier.
Charlie would have wanted it this way.
He's been one of the most divisive younger figures who is constantly pushing hate speech.
Oh, they clapped him.
I think it's worth to have a cost.
C'est qui va plus donner de conférence? Qui? Charlie Kirk.
The rhetoric of Charlie Kirk, the way that he condoned violence exactly like this, and how it came back to hurt him. Everything that we're seeing with the Trump regime, it stems from Charlie Kirk.
We don't know if this was a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration.
Now, here are two witches. The first is planning to celebrate the next assassination. These people are demonic.
If you were gonna get the job done, there were two better candidates. And furthermore, when that happens, and it will, it will, not only will we be insensitive, that'll be the least of your worries. But it's gonna be the biggest celebration, the biggest, most beautiful celebration.
Hideous, just hideous antics. And here is one hard left troll, a vicious and callous leftist straight from Central Casting. Sadly for us, this one's Australian.
Pretending that you don't enjoy a terrible person's death is not dignified, it's cowardly. And this is exactly how we got here, because this is what Trump is an absolute master at. He is a master at saying the worst, most uncomfortable things, and people on the left just sitting there going, oh, I'm too scared to say what I really think. You just go along with it. You say nothing because it's not uncomfortable enough for you. The only people I have any empathy for in the Charlie Kirk situation are his victims. That is it.
Now, instead of reflecting on the utter evil of what she said there, what she had chosen to share on the World Wide Web, well, instead of reflecting on that, she decided to double down on the ugliness, on the bile, on the depraved lunacy.
All of the drama, I want to reiterate that it is not wrong or unethical or unkind to laugh at the misfortunes of terrible people. That Charlie Kirk incited violence. That's what he did. And then that came back to haunt him. That was his decision. So it's got nothing to do with the people who are laughing and joking about him becoming a human water fountain.
Just foul, vicious, deranged hate. What else can you say about that? Let's have a brief antidote to that ugliness. Let's hear from Jeffree Star, the original, the OG influencer. He had a message for those celebrating Charlie Kirk's murder.
Because I'm standing up for someone that passed away, I'm now being called names in the chat. This is what's wrong with a lot of you people. You will never get far in life. You are sick in the head. Someone just said they're unsubscribing from me. Thank God, please. Because if you believe in they and thems, you're part of the problem. If you're so stupid enough to go against science, please unfollow me. You can be whoever you want to be, but there's science and there's facts. You can pretend in your head you're a cat. You can pretend in your head that you're this and you're that. Good for you. You're still only A or B. And the truth hurts a lot of you, I see.
And huge props to Jeffree Star for that. He posted plenty more on the issue. His following is enormous. He has over 13 million followers on Instagram alone and many more on TikTok, and many of them are of the left. He pays a big price every time he speaks up, and that takes courage.